The education that fuels the nation is so skimp that all of the kids are dying of starvation. See, the kids in the inner city go to the streets to fill their hunger. But you see, learning in the streets is different than learning in the class. See, they work at a different pace because the money is coming fast. But no one in the streets tells you that life doesn't last. They only say, keep your mind on the money because they're addicted to the cash. For instance, Sherman, a kid from the inner city who had infinite potential, got caught in an argument between him and his own mentor. Part of him felt as though the school system was setting him up for failure. The other part believed it was the only thing keeping him from a jail yard. As these thoughts went round inside his head, he would walk through school seemingly dead. See, the folks back home needed to be fed, so Sherman didn't sleep at night, no time to rest in his bed. Instead, when the sun went down, he went to the streets for a little bread. In school, he would sleep and wouldn't try on his worksheets. The only memories of his father were being called dumb, so when he sits in his desk, his mind becomes numb as he thinks about how he can get ahead. In school, he felt powerless. Like when the teacher would call on him, he would shrug his shoulders because deep down he was cowardice. His teachers challenged him, asking him to do things he never thought he could. This feeling of success never felt so good. He didn't want to end up like his dad, who was thrill-seeking. Now he's face down, yellow tape with his temple leaking. See, learning in the streets is different than learning in the class, because now he was motivated to pass. Instead of hitting the corner with the thugs and the crooks, he listened to his mother and hit the library with his backpack and some books. Not knowing was the real killer. Like when his teacher passed back his test scores, his heart stopped, as if he was watching Mike Jackson's Thriller. He soon found out what he reaped is what he sowed. That's when he realized the streets is what he owed. A life of the struggle, could he leave it behind? This feeling of debt was sublime. He thought of his dad all the time, but never used his death as an excuse to commit crime. Because he realized it was his time to shine. His teachers told him he was smart, but he never took it fully to heart. See, some days he would show maximum effort. Other days he wouldn't show up at all. On those days, he took what he learned from the class to the street because now he had his competition beat. 2 weeks later, his body showed up in a shallow grave. And his teachers wept because they couldn't save the kid from the inner city who was too afraid to be brave. Thank you.